Hey guys, it's about 4:30 a.m. in the morning. I've got bad bedhead, and I've been awakened by some strange sounds, and I want to share it with you. And I just want to remind you, we're in a city of about 33 million people, and I'm in the mix of it, down in where all the action happens, and this is what I'm hearing at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. So let me take you outside. Yes, you heard it right. Those are roosters crowing at 4:30 a.m. in a major city. Where they keep the chickens, I have no idea, but they're telling me it's time to get up. And if I had a BB gun, we might not have as many chickens here in Chongqing.
I'm walking down the street on clouds instead of the concrete I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way, nothing can ruin my day. No matter what anyone does or say, I smile at fools. No, I don't care, cause I am on my way up and I won't.
Hey guys, good morning. Actually, it's not morning here. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on February 16th. Uploading another video. As you can see, I have a different setup today. I actually have two masks on. I have kind of a pollution mask, which is not really effective for supposedly filtering out the virus, although it may have some effect. But I've got a good filter here. They have these ear straps that just pull your ears forward, and actually, after wearing it for a couple hours, you actually get a headache. This one actually has adjustable straps on it, so that's why I'm wearing this today. I just wanted to give you some updates. We're getting ready to go to the grocery store, stock up on some food supplies. I wanted to show you a couple of things on the way out that they're starting to do differently here at the security gate when you actually come back inside. So we'll talk about that in a minute. I'll show it to you in a minute. But I wanted to talk about, it's like there's news coming out almost every hour, and I would have episodes that go on for an hour if I talked about everything, but I just kind of want to pick a couple of things out that I've got from Cui and got from the news, and just wanted to share it with you and just kind of share with you my feelings and my ideas about it. The first being is food supply. I saw an article, a friend of mine in Texas, out of Georgetown, Texas, hey Bruce, a friend sent me an article about the BBC wrote, and that there was an individual in Wuhan that was running low on food supplies. He had asked me if I had having the same problem. Not so far, not here in Chongqing. I know there's been, I've mentioned this before, but it's just really kind of an update. There have been some places that have had a run on the store, but we have not experienced that as of today. Now, we haven't been to the grocery store today, and I actually did see quite a few people coming back, returning home with, returning to their respective homes. I saw a couple people carrying more food than normal. Grocery stores and convenience stores are so convenient that you can literally just go right outside your door, grab it, within walking distance, and come back in. Like I said, there's no shortage that I know of, but just really wanted to comment that, there's a possibility in Wuhan that people are running low on supplies. I know some grocery stores have been cleaned out, but I also know the government's doing their absolute best to make sure that people have the necessary food there to survive. So I don't, it could have been just kind of a location specific thing that she was dealing with. But I can tell you right now, if she made a phone call to the police station, that police station would be delivering food to their house. So the government, again, is doing everything they can to make sure, people are being fed and have plenty of food supplies. That actually brings me to my second talking point. So where I used to live, and if you go back to maybe one of my third or fourth videos that I ever started producing, I gave you a tour of my apartment, and you can kind of get an idea where I live. I lived in I live in the same district, just on the other side of the mountain. Cui sent me a email or a text from WeChat that had a picture of a notice to an apartment complex, which actually happened to be very close to where I lived. I'm talking about within a couple of 100 yards. There was an individual that contracted the virus. They tested him or her and has the virus, and they ended up shutting the entire apartment complex down. You couldn't go in, and you couldn't leave the place. A lot of people start speculating, what are they going to do about food? Well, The government actually is delivering free of charge, or I should say the local government is delivering free of charge food for each household. Now, it sounded like what they were delivering wasn't a whole lot, but it was like a carton of milk, an egg, and a bag of rice for each person in the house. Now, by our Western standards, we'd eat that as a snack probably. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. I'll try to get more information, but that's just an interesting update that you're not going to hear this kind of stuff in the Western news. A lot of people might think that, well, that just sounds kind of extreme to shut an entire apartment down. Well, yeah, it is. Some people would probably say like draconian. I've heard the pundits on different news channels say it's very draconian. Well, you know what? I'd have to say it's probably a pretty draconian virus, so it's going to take draconian measures to squash this thing. If they're overreacting, I can appreciate the overreaction to it, because I would want that. I wouldn't want that person walking around. That actually happened. That happened not far from here, actually not far from where Guoguo's grandparents live. There were two individuals that had the virus. They didn't know it at the time, so they weren't outside walking around knowingly spreading the virus. They were going to the grocery store, going to the mall. They ended up going to the doctor. The doctor tested him, and they had the virus. He calls the authorities, the police, and I guess the medical officials went to the grocery store, basically tracked everywhere they went. I mean, they sat down and interviewed him, say, where did you go? Who did you talk to? Who were you close to? They went out and talked to the grocery store, the different places that they walked in, and got camera footage or video footage of where they were at and tried to figure out the individuals they were walking by. But I've never seen such a resolve to go after every possibility, every person that could possibly have contracted it from these individuals, regardless of what the Western media is saying. And people might say, well, China's been hiding information, they're covering up stuff. They didn't respond as quick as they should. Well, maybe so. I don't know. I don't know what the truth is on that. And as we all know, truth has a way of surfacing. But what I do know is how well they are responding to it. They're just closing down apartment buildings, finding people who could possibly have walked by a person that had the virus. So they're being super diligent. I have noticed that the numbers have gone down. I hope that's a good sign. I hope that's a good indication that things are going to improve, and that they're going to, get this thing under control. I mean, it could always turn around. I don't know. But, they're doing a damn fine job, considering the circumstances and how viral this is in protecting the citizens and the expats and the people that are here in this country. So, say hello, Twai Twai.
What? Hello.
Ni hao.
Why you will take two? It's wrong.
No. 这个
Wrong.
this 不好我的
Oh.
耳朵.
Oh, I know.
So she was asking why I'm wearing two masks. So, and you guys already know the answer to that. So we're heading down there. On the way out, I want to show you something that the apartment complex is doing that I really appreciate. Just an extra bit of diligence in protecting the tenants that live here. When we get there, I'll show you. We're also going to check on Cheeto, the newly named adopted cat, who we can't get out of the restaurant. He's still locked in there, but he is getting food, so that's a good thing.
Warm, very warm.
Very warm it is.
Yes, I like.
A beautiful day. Yeah, today, I don't want to put your eyes in the sun there, but this is probably the bluest sky that I've seen since I've been here. Probably the nicest day that I've seen or experienced in at least 10, 11 months. Very pleasant, probably about maybe mid-60s, but the sun's out, and I pray that sun is just killing that virus. I mean, that is just giving it a nice little, incineration. So as you can see, we're walking down. They have this carpet here. The carpet is wet, but what it has on it is it's doused with bleach. So as people are out walking around, possibility that they could be stepping in somebody's spit or some kind of fluid, and you enter through the gate here, you step in that bleach. I mean, you can smell it. I think they just poured straight bleach in it, so hopefully a good chance that, looks like no. Oh, I thought where the cat was. Is that him? Tosh? Let's see the cat. She's running up to check on the cat. Sorry, I got distracted there. Nally, Jelly, Jelly. Tantaman? Jelly?
I don't know.
Lianga Mao.
But how?
Shortaman. So we don't see Cheeto, but there's two cats in this cage right here, whereas before there wasn't. I hear another cat. Kitty? Oh, there's another one. I see you, buddy. Shortaman.
你把隔壁的弄出来了是不是？太好了，前几天都是我们在帮忙喂，我今天过来看一下，哎，怎么没有了耶？不然，那你怎么拿出来的？哦，难怪，隔壁还有一只猫。这个旁边不还有一只小黑猫？家里有人。 哦，还好还好。
Huh?
不然 yes.
Ah, yes. So good news. That is Cheeto, and this Fei Chang Hao. Yeah. Hin多美国人喜欢这个。Yeah, 我 YouTube 视频。他们加油。我的儿子给他名字 Cheeto. So 谢谢你。All right. Say 你好美国人。All right. 谢谢你。So he's the rescuer of Cheeto. So Cheeto is, although he's in a cage, he's being fed and taken care of, and he's not inside the restaurant. So that is a bit of positive news. I'm really excited about that because really cute cat. I'm going to talk to Toy and see if she wants to adopt him. Huh?
Cat.
喜欢猫？喜欢妈妈？
Yeah. Good man.
Yes, he is a good man.
Help them.
He helped the cat. That made my day. I mean, between the sun and seeing that Cheeto was rescued, I'm going to see if I can convince her to adopt him and take him home with us. I mean, you just can't leave a cat by himself, especially with the name Cheeto. I mean, that's a cool name. I told you my son gave me the idea on YouTube. So.
I won't slow down.